Welcome to 21 Days of Sage Intacct for a New You, presented by LBMC Technology Solutions. Because it takes 21 days to make or break a habit, over the next 3 weeks, we'll empower you to reimagine the way that you work by providing 21 days of great tips to make a better you in Sage Intacct. Let's get started. The new you in Sage Intacct starts today. Day 17, update a vendor's expired certificate of insurance. A brief guide on how to update a vendor's expired certificate of insurance in the system, ensuring compliance with safety and legal requirements. One of the easiest ways to gain access to looking at what the vendor compliance looks like for each vendor is to run an interactive custom report. And you can find that in the report library. There are actually 2 of them. So if we looked at just the vendor compliance expiration, which is this report that I've ran here, so you can see it by vendor, who is expired. This is just showing us expired ones. And if I scroll down, you're going to be able to see all the different compliance types underneath a vendor. So Ace Drywall has automobile liability, commercial general liability, workers' compensation. So the easiest thing to do is to come to this report because you can drill down on these transactions if you have security clearance to do so. So then you can instantly find what you need to update and you drill down and it brings you directly to the compliance record underneath that vendor that you can simply do edit and then update the dates. So if you get a new certificate of insurance and it has a new expiration date, you could simply just change this date, save the record, updating the compliance record, and then you will be up to date for, your general liability insurance on this vendor. So that's the easiest way to find it is through this ICRW report. And you could even add this to a dashboard if you wanted to, and then drill down on it, change the compliance record, and then save the record. Now, you can also choose on these compliance records when you're setting them up if you want it to stop payment, so you do not pay a subcontractor with an expired certificate of insurance, and that shows up in the pay screen window. So if I look at paying bills, for example, to Ace Drywall, so if we go to accounts payable bills and we do pay bills, we will be able to find Ace Drywall and apply the filter. And there isn't anything due, but there'll be a warning here. There'll be a column with a warning here now because that is turned on in the system, which would prevent you from paying Ace Drywall if their certificate of insurance was set to stop you from paying them if their insurance certificate is expired. So that's one of the ways that you can control, that situation of you don't want to pay somebody if their COI is expired. So you can also use that compliance on a vendor record for many other things like lien waivers. If you have to track any kind of forms for a particular job site, this vendor compliance is set up here. So you have insurance, miscellaneous, and lien waivers. And you could add those as, you're transacting with that vendor to be able to keep track of those. And then ultimately, they all show up on this vendor compliant expiration report in ICRW. Thank you for joining us today on our presentation of 21 Days to a New You in Sage Intacct. If you want to talk to an expert, here's our contact information. We look forward to hearing from you.